If you are facing foreclosure on Long Island right now, the most important thing I can tell you is this. You have more time than you think, but not unlimited time. New York has one of the longest foreclosure timelines in the country. The average foreclosure here takes 445 days from the first missed payment to the auction sale. That timeline gives you real options. But those options narrow significantly once a sale date is scheduled, and they disappear entirely when the auction gavel falls. Let me walk you through the New York foreclosure timeline so you know exactly where you stand. The first 90 days are missed payments and default notices from your lender. After 90 days, the lender can file a lis pendens. That is the formal notice that a foreclosure lawsuit has been filed against the property. From there, the case moves through the court system, and New York actually requires a mandatory settlement conference that gives you a formal opportunity to work out a resolution with your lender. If no resolution is reached, a judgment of foreclosure gets entered, typically somewhere between months 12 and 18. After the judgment, a sale date is set and the property goes to auction. You can sell your home and stop this process at any point before that auction date. Your options depend on where you are in the timeline. Before the lis pendens is filed, you can reinstate the loan by paying your arrears, refinance if you qualify, or sell. After the lis pendens, you can pursue a loan modification, a short sale, or a cash sale. After judgment is entered, a cash sale with court approval is still possible. And even after a sale date is set, a cash sale can close before the auction, but only if you move immediately. The earlier you act, the more options you have, and the more of your equity you protect. Here is what most homeowners do not realize. Many Long Island homeowners in foreclosure have significant equity in their properties. When a foreclosure auction completes, the property typically sells for 60 to 70% of market value after fees and penalties. Any proceeds above your loan balance come to you, but after the auction costs are deducted, there is often very little left. A pre-foreclosure cash sale almost always nets you more than letting the auction run its course. Protecting your equity means selling before the gavel falls. The credit impact is just as significant. A completed foreclosure stays on your credit report for 7 years. It drops your credit score by 100 to 160 points on average and prevents you from qualifying for a conventional mortgage for 7 years. A pre-foreclosure sale has a significantly smaller credit impact. You sold the property, you did not lose it to a bank. Here is how a cash sale stops the process. A cash buyer closes in 7 to 14 days. The sale proceeds pay off your mortgage balance in full at the closing table. The foreclosure lawsuit gets dismissed once the lender is paid. Your credit reflects a sale rather than a foreclosure, and your remaining equity comes to you instead of disappearing at an auction. If you owe more than the home is worth, a short sale may be an option. The lender agrees to accept less than the full payoff to release the lien. This requires lender approval and takes longer than a standard sale. But a cash buyer experienced with short sales can help navigate that process. Being underwater does not mean you have no options. Every month you wait in foreclosure, more fees and penalties get added to what you owe. Your options narrow as the sale date gets closer, and your equity shrinks or disappears entirely. The decision to call is the hardest part. Everything after that is a process we can help you work through. Call us at 51654-86558 or visit thepropertyfather.com. We can have a cash offer to you within 24 hours and close in as little as 7 days. We have helped Long Island homeowners stop foreclosure and walk away with equity. Call now, not later.